From Studio Bell, home of the National Music Centre, and from the King Eddie in Calgary, Alberta, it's the 2020 NMC Gala, Rise Up, featuring performances by Jann Arden, Kissel, Corb Lund, Tanika Charles, Louis-Jean Cormier, Kaylee Cardinal, Jann Lisiecki, the Marcus Trummer Band, and Amber Marshall and Shaun Johnston of the long-running CBC series Heartland.
In the spirit of reconciliation, we acknowledge that we live, work, and play on the traditional territories of the Blackfoot Confederacy, which includes the Tanika, the Kainai, the Piikani, the Tsuut'ina, the Stoney Nakoda Nations, and the Métis Nation Region 3, and all people who make their homes in the Treaty 7 territory here in southern Alberta. The National Music Centre acknowledges and pays respect to the original custodians of these territories and is committed to working with Indigenous communities in Calgary and area. And now, to bring us the blessing, please welcome Elder Leonard Weasel Traveler.
On behalf of the Blackfoot Confederacy, I bring you greetings and a humble blessing. My blessing will be the sacred White Buffalo song. Iniwagoma Rabasamaoma Dohkunoma Matuenukuaoma Natu Siwom Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in welcoming Kissel?
Thank you very much, Leonard, for that introduction. And it is so special to be here at the King Eddie tonight. There have been a lot of great stories in this storied venue. That's why I want to kick things off with this song, A Few Good Stories. One, two. I'm gonna put 1,000,000 miles on these cowboy boots and a real big dent in my revenue. If I ain't done it all, just means I ain't done it yet. When I look back, I don't wanna have one single regret. I'm gonna soak up the sun, keep the wind in my sails, try to get to heaven while I raise a little hell. When it's all said and done, I'll know I lived it well. If I ain't got nothing but a few good stories to tell, yeah. I'm gonna put a few scratches on this old guitar. I'm gonna drink some deuce vodka, smoke a Cuban cigar. I'm gonna dance with my baby to some slow-mo town. I'm gonna live it up so much, I ain't never gonna live it down. Till then I'll soak up the sun, keep the wind in my sails, try to get to heaven while I raise a little hell. When it's all said and done, I'll know I lived it well. If I ain't got nothing but a few good stories to tell. There's gonna be a few crazy ones, probably be a few hazy ones, but man, when my days are done, it'll make a good book. Till then I'll soak up the sun, keep the wind in my sails, try to get to heaven while I raise a little hell. When it's all said and done, I'll know I lived it well. If I ain't got nothing but a few good stories to tell. Soak up the sun, wind in my sails, try to get to heaven, raise a little hell. Soak up the sun, wind in my sails, try to get to heaven, raise a little hell, yep. merci beaucoup. Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Je suis très content d'être ici avec vous ce soir. What an honor it is to be with you tonight and to be standing next to a legend in Canadian country music as well as a legend in Canadian radio here at the legendary King Eddie. With me tonight, Jackie Rae.
Thank you so much, Brett. And you know, that was a great song to kick it all off. You should maybe keep up this music thing. You might do something someday.
Hey, I'm gonna try my best. You know, we've known each other for a long, long time, haven't we?
About 20 years. Our radio station was the first one to play your music about 15 years ago.
And for those of you who don't know, I actually lived in Jackie Rae's basement when I graduated high school.
And then I threw him out.
Yeah, I was like the son she never had or wanted.
And still don't.
I love you too.
Thank you, Brett. Music has gotten me through so much this year. Tonight's gala is possible thanks to the generosity of Moore Investment Management and supporting sponsor EY. And I also wanted to remind everyone watching that you can donate online to the National Music Centre by heading to studiobell.ca/Gala 2020. Our next artist is from Edmonton in Treaty 6 territory and is a past participant of the AE West program. She's won a Juno Award and recently she received 2 nominations for the 2020 Western Canadian Music Awards for Indigenous Artist of the Year and Songwriter of the Year. She's a radio host, a writer, and an artist. Most of all, she's an inspiration. Please welcome Kaylee Cardinal.
Well, I got some habits that I ain't quit, and I got some awful, dirty, nasty, evil tricks. Well, I got piles of trash, got layers and layers of scars, got a lot of junk to get through to get to this jaded old heart. But you blew in like a warm breeze in the spring. You shake off the dust, bring a green back to everything. There ain't no way I'm gonna let you go, baby, baby. There ain't no way I'm gonna let this slip away. There ain't no way I'm gonna let you go, baby, baby. There ain't no way I'm gonna let this slip away. Well, there are places, real dark places that I will hide. And I got poisons, oh, so many poisons to ease my mind. And I'll drift away even when you're holding me tight. Oh, I got a lot of repairing left to do to make everything alright. There ain't no way I'm gonna let you go, baby, baby. There ain't no way I'm gonna let this slip away. There ain't no
We both know this. Every great musician gets their start and their spark from somewhere. Using music as a tool for education is a central part of everything NMC is committed to, whether it's within the galleries of Studio Bell or through the online exhibitions and digital school programs for all ages. NMC believes music has the power to inspire and inform all of us in entertaining ways.
Huh? Oh. Hello. A mountain dulcimer. Sonica, a clarinet, saxophone. One of these in a set.
NMC would love your help in carrying Canada's musical story forward. So click on the donate bar or head to studiobell.ca/Gala 2020 to donate.
The roots of the National Music Centre are intertwined with the roots of this city. Country music is all around us. In fact, our very own King Eddie won the 2020 Canadian Country Music Award for Club of the Year. Here to bring us some country, I love this guy. Here's Corb Lund.
Hey everybody, Corb Lund here, hunkered down during the plague like everybody else. I'm here to play some tunes in support of the National Music Centre, the NMC in Calgary. I've played there a few times. I was there when they inducted Ian Tyson into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, and I was there just recently, last month, playing with Barty Bentall and his crew for the Caribou Express. They did a virtual version of their annual review. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, I'd encourage everybody to go check out the NMC. We're pretty proud of it in the province. It's really cool to have a national facility like that in Calgary. We're proud of it. It's got a fantastic bunch of exhibits in there if you're interested in the history of Canadian music. A lot of really cool stuff. I was really blown away by it, actually. So go support them. Here's a tune for you. There's the one I left unfinished. There's the one I can't explain. There's the one in Colorado, the one I wished I had again. There's the one I broke too easy. There's the one I couldn't break. There's the one I took too much of. There's all the shit I couldn't take. There's the one I should have walked away from, come right home to you. One left in the chamber ought to do. There's the one that was a long shot. There's the one that didn't pay. There's the one that kept me waiting till it cost too much to play. There's the one that kept me guessing, the one whose name I shall not say. There's the one I couldn't lose, and then I lost it anyway. There's the one I ended up in, the one that ended all too soon. And the one left in the chamber ought to do. Well, daylight's got me cursing at the sun again. No memories got me fumbling through that drawer again. There's the one that wouldn't listen. There's the one I couldn't hear. There's the one I took for granted, the one that up and disappeared. There's the one I thought I learned from, the one I taught not what to do. There's the one I had to weather, whether or not I wanted to. There's the one I should be over now, the one that should be through. And the one left in the chamber ought to do. There's the one I should have walked away from, come right home to you. And and the one left in the chamber ought to do. Yeah, the one left in the chamber ought to do.
Hello everyone, I'm Ray Maida from Our Lady Peace and wanted to thank you for tuning in to the National Music Center's annual gala and fundraiser. I love this place. I adore the NMC. It is only through the goodwill and donations of people like yourselves, though, that this nonprofit exists, and we are very fortunate to have the NMC in Canada. So if you can, these are tough times, but we appreciate you, and donations are welcome. Enjoy the evening.
The Canadian Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences, or CARAS, produces the annual Juno Awards, recognizing the very best our country has to offer. NMC is proud to celebrate the achievements of our best known and loved artists, and since 2016, Studio Bell has been the official home to the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. Alan Reed, my buddy, is the president and CEO of CARAS and a great supporter of what we do at NMC. Here's Alan with his good friend, Jann Arden.
Thanks very much, Brett. It's great to be here celebrating the National Music Center with everyone this evening. All of us at the Canadian Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences are extremely proud of our relationship with the NMC. You know, I can't believe it's almost been 5 years since we were there in Calgary for the Junos, and we actually helped open up the building for the very first time. The National Music Center is also the physical home of the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, along with 3 other halls of fame. And I have to say, you're incredibly fortunate to have such a stunning building that is the home of Canadian music right there in Calgary. And we were also thrilled to host the inaugural Canadian Music Hall of Fame ceremony last October, where we inducted 4 outstanding Canadian artists: Andy Kim, Barbara Katola, Chilliwack, and Cowboy Junkies. So thank you for your continued support of this very important institution in your city.
Welcome, Chilliwack, to the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. Fly at night to the satisfied. See the morning from the other side. To thank all 36 of the musicians who've helped make this journey happen. Yeah. Cowboy Junkies, welcome to the Canadian Music Hall of Fame.
Playing music is what we do. It feeds our souls. We would do it if you weren't listening, or if you are listening, we just do it. But to have it acknowledged that you have been listening is the greatest gift you could have given us. So we thank you very, very much.
So please come take your very deserved spot for the Canadian Music Hall of Fame.
Something else I know Calgary is very proud of, and that's our special guest tonight. She's released 14 albums, had 19 top 10 singles, and received 8 Juno Awards. And we were supposed to be inducting her into the Hall of Fame at the Saskatoon Junos. But unfortunately, the pandemic changed all of that. She's just released a new album called Hits and Other Gems. She writes and stars in the hit original series Jann on CTV, which just launched their 2nd season. And she's also a best-selling author, a talk show host, and a member of the Order of Canada. It's my honor to welcome the one and only Jann Arden. Hi, Jann, how are you?
Alan, technology is fantastic.
Here we are.
I picture us, a big green screen, and that we're doing this hanging off the side of a mountain. But I'm here at Studio Bell in Calgary, and you are somewhere in Toronto.
I'm here at the Caris offices, actually. Well, listen, Jen, I just want to say first off, great to be chatting with you, and congrats again all the successes on season 2 of Jann, and also your new book, which you just released not too long ago.
Yes, thank you on that too. I'm trying to keep busy, keep myself out of trouble, and be a productive member of society, Alan. That's all we can hope.
Well, listen, full disclosure, everybody watching tonight, Jann and I have a long history, and we go way, way back. And I actually signed Jann to her very first recording deal. Believe it or not.
My first and only.
Your first and only recording deal, exactly. Now, Jann, I gotta say, I had the pleasure of also getting to let you know that you were gonna be inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. And alongside artists like Joni Mitchell and Leonard Cohen and Katie Lang, just to name a few. And I'm wondering, what does it mean to you to be recognized with this honor?
It's just something, I think, that recognizes a body of work and recognizes that I've been slogging away, in the bars as a teenager and, writing songs really my entire adult life. I started writing music when I was 10 or 11 years old. And to be included in the company of the people that you just mentioned, to be recognized by my country, by Caris, it's something that I will value above all other things for the remainder of my life. I don't think there's anything higher for me, Alan, than being in the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. I feel like I have made it to the top of the mountain.
Well, it is. It's an incredible honor by, as you were saying, by your peers, by the industry, saying that you're worthy of this. And it's, it's just incredible to me that, you've been doing this for almost 30 years. And you could say actually now, you're probably more popular now than you've ever been. Whether it's for your music, as a star of a TV show, as a best-selling author, why do you think it is, after almost 30 years, you're Jann Arden, one of the biggest stars in this country?
I don't think I was ever really big or really popular. I never was too big that people got sick of me. I think I just kind of went on this roller coaster ride that I just sort of threw myself out there little bits at a time. But I really do think it's because I do so many different things, Alan, and it's a testament to Canadian people that they cheer me on and maybe see a little bit of themselves in me. And I really appreciate that.
Well, there's no question you wear your heart in the sleeve. It's who you are. It's who you are as a person. And I've also known something else about you. You are an incredibly proud Calgarian. And throughout your career, you've chosen to stay in Calgary. You could have moved to Toronto or Vancouver, LA, New York, but you chose to reside there, make your music there, and also shoot your TV there. We see your show and we see the landscape of the city and the buildings every single time. I'm just curious. Did you face pressure to ever move, and why have you chosen to stay in Calgary all these years?
As you can see from the TV show, Calgary looks amazing, because it is amazing. We're nestled between 2 rivers. We've got the mountains to the west of us, these beautiful expansive prairies to the right, and it's an amazing place. So I've stayed here. My family was here. My parents, of course, have passed on. If you've followed me on social media, you'd know that they passed on. But my friends are here. My life is here. This is a very international place to live. It's a young city, it's a progressive city, it's not all oil and cattle. If you want a community, if you want an artistic community, you need to stay.
And it's funny too, you've also got an incredible cultural institution in the National Music Center right there in your backyard. Just an outstanding building. Have you been down to see your actual exhibition yet?
Yes, Andrew Mosker and I talk about that quite a bit. He gave me a little sneak preview and I came down with my longtime road manager, Chris Brunton, and I'm terribly proud of it. Like I said, going back to being inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, to have this exhibition while I'm still above ground and able to walk through and see things has been one of the delights of my life, Alan.
Well, listen, I think just a quick question for you on COVID, because I think it's been such an incredibly challenging time, especially for artists who've lost their opportunity for a lot of them, their livelihood and the opportunity to go out and actually take their music to people. Has it been a productive time for you creatively, but also how much do you miss touring?
The first part of your question, very creative time for me. I think because I live in a rural area, so I've been out there by my bubble of one, and I've written probably more music in the last 8 months than I have in the last 5 or 6 or 7 years. You know, I miss touring a lot, and I think we all miss that personal connection. I think we really appreciate sitting next to a stranger that's got BO right now. That probably seems like the least of our problems anymore. To sit beside anybody feels like it would fill your heart with joy. To be next to a perfect stranger and elbow him and go, good song, right? So we all look forward to getting back to that, and I think we're all realizing just how big live music is, theater, dance, walking through art galleries, and how much the arts have helped all of us while we spend our time at home watching television, watching music streamed for us on our computers. So many artists have gone above and beyond by giving free concerts and raising money for food banks and raising morale. I'm very, very proud to be part of a community that has banded together and are helping each other and trying to make their communities stronger and better.
Thanks, Jann. Great chatting with you again. Have a wonderful night tonight there at the NMC. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure. Jann Arden.
I've got money in my pocket. I like the color of my hair. I've got a friend who loves me. Got a house. I've got a car. I've got a good mother. And her voice is what keeps me here. Feet on ground, heart in hand, facing forward, be yourself. I've never wanted anything. No, I've never wanted anything so bad. Cardboard masks of all the people I've been thrown out with all the rusted, tangled, dented, goddamn miseries. You could say I'm hard to hold, but if you knew me, you know I've got a good father, and his strength is what makes me cry. Feet on ground, heart in hand, facing forward, be yourself. Never wanted anything. No, I've never wanted anything so bad, so bad.
Studio Bell is also home to the Canadian Country Music Hall of Fame, the Canadian Songwriters Hall of Fame, and most recently announced the addition of the ADISC, Quebec Association for the Recording, Concert and Video Industries Hall of Fame, to its list of national partnerships. Building music connections is a priority of the National Music Centre right across this great country, and we believe music unites us all. Here's Louis-Jean Cormier performing Tout tombe en sa place.
Hi everybody, I'm Louis-Jean Cormier from Montreal, Quebec. Tout d'abord, j'aimerais souhaiter la meilleure des levées de fonds au Centre national de musique de Calgary. I've discovered recently that the Industry Association here in Quebec, la DISC, has a partnership with the National Music Centre to celebrate the legacy in music of Francophone artists who've been inducted in the ADISC Hall of Fame, which is a fantastic thing. J'aurais aimé ça être là avec vous ce soir en personne, mais la pandémie en a voulu autrement. But instead, I'm sending you a video that we made during the lockdown, a song called Tout tombe à sa place, a song about empathy and hope. Tout tombe à sa place est une chanson qui parle d'empathie et d'espoir. Once again, I wish you the best for tonight. Et il me tarde de vous visiter en personne bientôt. Salut tout le monde. Bonne soirée.
Quand tu courais pour mieux brouiller la piste, on s'est croisés quand le soleil se couchait et j'ai vu ton air triste. Courais-tu pour fermer la gueule au printemps, pour prendre tes distances? Courais-tu pour casser la gueule au présent et doubler la cadence, doubler la cadence? Que t'aimais a mis une croix sur ton cœur le jour du souvenir, comme sur le panneau juste à côté de l'échangeur. Même l'amour doit partir. Doit te briser le mur du son cette nuit-là, exploser le silence. Et depuis tu cours pour oublier tout ça, en attendant que ça change, en attendant que tout tombe enfin à sa place sur la ligne de départ. Si tout le monde peut faire volte-face, pourquoi tu pleures encore? place.
Hey everyone, it's Scott Hellman. I just wanted to thank you for tuning in to the National Music Center's Rise Up 2020 annual fundraiser. I've worked and performed in the past at National Music Center. It's an incredible facility at Studio Bell in Calgary, and it's an amazing facility for music and education. As a Canadian, we're lucky to have a National Music Center in Calgary for all of Canada's benefit. I encourage you to please show your support of the NMC during this year's annual fundraiser. As a nonprofit charitable organization, NMC relies on the support of donors, especially at this time, to be able to continue to provide the services it can locally in Calgary and for Canadians across the country. Please visit studiobell.ca Gala 2020 to donate. Enjoy the program, and thank you again for tuning in. See you soon. Bye.
As a young performer, Jann Lisiecki performed at NMC many times and helped nurture his career as a young soloist. He's now signed to a major label and tours the world constantly, playing with the likes of, get this, the New York Philharmonic, San Francisco Symphony, and the London Symphony Orchestras. Now at the age of 25, he's gone on to win a Juno, the Leonard Bernstein Award, and was named UNICEF Ambassador to Canada. He's from right here in Calgary and is here to play for the first time at our performance hall. Please welcome Jann Lisiecki.
Our next performer has turned heads and captured hearts across the country with her soulful R&B stylings. She's earned Juno Award and Polaris Music Prize nominations along the way. Here's Tanika Charles.
Hi everyone, my name is Tanika Charles, and it is so great to participate in the National Music Center's 2020 Rise Up fundraiser to support programs at the National Music Center. Now, having been a recipient of the Artist in Residence earlier this year, in January, it was pretty exciting to gather a few of my friends and be introduced, fly out to Calgary, be introduced to an amazing team. Hi, Jason. Hi, Eric. Have access to beautiful vintage instruments in this gorgeous space and create. That's what we did for a whole week, created music. And at the end of that week, we had a chance to perform in the legendary King Eddie. And it was 100% one of the most memorable weeks of my life this year. I would highly recommend anybody that's into music and creating to take the chance. Go out to the NMC and make something great. And with that, I'm going to sing a song for you. This one is called Endless Chain. Just a second. In my time, I've been prone to emotions. Tears in my eyes, I've cried rivers and oceans. You say one word, love is like an explosion. Whatever, just pull on my chain, I'll come get ya wherever. If ever I don't should get too dark, don't you ever give up, I'll be there for ya. If ever I don't should get too dark, shine, shine, shine. Got a flame, girl, this love is like a diamond on an endless chain. Alright, you won't find this every day. My love is like a diamond. We were two, but wouldn't you know that two started becoming one? Young and scared, I tried to run, but oh, how I felt that tug. He pulled me back into his arms from halfway across the world. He said, Diamond, you're my star, and you'll always be my girl. If someday finds us not together, whatever, just pull on my chain, I'll come get ya wherever. If ever I don't should get too dark, don't you ever give up, I'll be there for ya. If ever I don't should get too dark, hey! It's a fire, got a flame. Girl, my love is like a diamond on an endless chain. Alright, you won't find this every day. Girl, my love is like a diamond on an endless chain. Alright, it's a fire, not a flame. Girl, no, no, like a diamond on an endless chain. Alright, yeah, yeah, yeah. Every day. Girl, my love is like a diamond on an endless chain. Hey, come on, y'all. La 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 la. Put your hands together like this. La 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 la. And sing along if you want to. La 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 la. Hey, la 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 la. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for having me today. I had such a good time. Have a good night or day. Bye.
The National Music Center is an incredible organization, and I'm proud that it's here in my home province of Alberta. Having a home for music in this country is crucial. This is Canada's place to celebrate and tell our musical story, and we're so lucky to have it. I love this guy, so please welcome NMC President and CEO Andrew Mosker.
Thanks, Brett.
Hey, Andrew, what have you been doing the last 8 months? Nothing much.
Oh man, scratching my head, Jackie, figuring things out. You know?
Well, I can only imagine so many arts organizations, presenters, museums, educational institutions, everybody's been affected by COVID. How has this affected you and the team here at NMC?
You know, everything that that has culminated in the programs and the pivots and the digital work that we're doing can be said in this one thing: rise up. You know, I think it's been a real theme for us in a lot of ways. It's kind of encapsulates sort of the way in which we've been working. So our annual fundraiser, which we have every fall, normally in around October, November, we branded it Rise Up, a celebration of resilience. And for us, the idea of moving through a pandemic and pivoting all of these different operations and reimagining our future has really made us, I think, a lot more resilient.
When the pandemic began, you guys knew you had to become hyper-local. But now I can see you're starting to expand as a whole to the music community across Canada. Is that a conscious effort by NMC?
Absolutely. I mean, National Music Centre is a national organization based in Alberta. And so we have spent a lot of time building relationships with partners across this country. And our job is to really, amplify the love, sharing, and understanding of music in Canada and build a home for music in Canada. So going forward, the ways in which we, are achieving our national vision is really by taking full advantage of those partnerships that we have with the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, the Canadian Country Music Hall of Fame, Canadian Songwriters Hall of Fame, and the French Language Music Hall of Fame called La Temple de la Renommée de la Musique Québécoise in Quebec, and bringing those stories in through the National Music Centre and shaping them.
Okay, so now what do you think is going to change going forward for NMC because of what we've experienced?
We had always been fairly savvy about digital and capturing content within the space, whether it was concerts, whether it was artists in residence, whether it was exhibitions that we were building. But what has happened is the digital piece, which was more of a lagging thing that we did after we served the public in the building, it's now become a leading strategy, meaning we're investing much more in digital, because we clearly realize that it's a way to still keep people engaged. It's a way to engage people well beyond Canada. Some of the content that we created during the pandemic, we've realized has reached borders well beyond the Canadian border, certainly beyond the Alberta border. We believe that music can be a community builder and a nation builder. And so we've thought a lot about how can National Music Centre position itself to help in the recovery of the city where we live in Calgary, the province of Alberta as a whole, and to a greater extent, Canada, by bringing music higher up on the, call it the public policy agenda, the agenda in general, just to demonstrate that there is a cultural importance about music that brings us together as a community. It helps us heal particularly through times that we're going through right now where we're grieving a lot because so much has changed. And I think also there's an economic opportunity too with music that I think we believe very strongly that we need to be champions of with the larger and broader music community and industry here in this province. Rise Up, a celebration of resilience, is an overarching theme for not only our gala this year, but for the ways in which we're going to continue to work through this pandemic so that we can all survive and thrive on the other end of it.
And we need them to rise up and make a donation.
Everyone to rise up, exactly. Tonight we're really excited to share an amazing new project we've been working on. We are so thrilled to preview a taste of what's coming in 2021 and beyond, and to announce a new website that will be launching very soon, NMC's new music platform, Amplify. Check it out.
National Music Center provides amazing opportunities for musicians to learn from one another. Jam Club is a program that recognizes the creativity of the younger generation and provides an incredible outlet for them to express themselves and grow as musicians and as young adults. Marcus Trummer is a Calgary-based artist who, with his band, are probably Jam Club's most promising alumni. They've since gone on to performing for rooms full of fans and have just released an EP called These Roads. The Marcus Trummer Band.
Lately all I had are questions, too many answers that I need. I've been wondering aimlessly, but you just keep on blaming me. Well, is that the way life's supposed to be? Said that love is always able, but sometimes it don't seem that way to me. When it feels like I've been here so long, waiting for the day to come along, but something always seems to go wrong. Heaven knows. That's why I sing this song. 'Cause even if I keep on moving slowly, we're gonna keep on moving on. Even if I keep on moving slowly, yeah, we're gonna keep on moving on. So write yourself an ultimatum and try and pick up the pieces of your broken heart. And you let the past aside, the future's bright, and you can try to change, but it don't seem right. And wonder if it's even worth the fight. But if I try, but sometimes you know it might just turn out right. 'Cause even if I keep on moving slowly, yeah, we're gonna keep on moving on. Even if I keep on moving slowly, yeah, we're gonna keep on moving on. Keep on moving slowly. Yeah, we're gonna keep on moving on. Even if I keep on moving slowly.
Yeah, we're gonna keep on moving on. Keep on, keep on, keep on. Yeah, we're gonna keep on keeping on. Oh, we're gonna keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on.
Tansei Bourgeoisin, Dave McLeod, Indigenous, and welcome. I'm coming to you from beautiful Treaty 1 territory. Specifically, I'm in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Thank you for joining the National Music Center's 2020 annual fundraiser event. This year's theme is Rise Up, a celebration of resilience. I'm here to speak as the co-chair of the NMC's Indigenous Program Advisory Committee and also the curator of the Speak Up exhibition. I'd like to share that the NMC has hosted incredible opportunities for Indigenous artists to gain needed space to connect with industry professionals, or to utilize a world-class recording studio, or even create with a rare instrument. The NMC has enriched creative spirits for Juno Award winners, including A Tribe Called Red, Jeremy Dutcher, and Kaylee Cardinal, among several rising newcomers like Sebastian Gaskin and Nehewak. Also, the groundbreaking Speak Up exhibition honors 13 Indigenous artists that have trailblazed social change through their music, spanning from the early 60s until recent times. There has never been an exhibition of this kind in Canada. I'd also like to share that the Indigenous Program Advisory Committee gives voice directly from First Nation, Inuit, and Métis representation to provide direction of Indigenous programming. The NMC has actively demonstrated reconciliation through action. So let's support the future and the vision of the National Music Centre. Please visit studiobell.ca/Gala 2020 to make a donation towards a valuable cultural cause. Miigwech, Egusani, and stay safe.
Please welcome back to the Performance Hall, Kaylee Cardinal.
The sunset. And when I look to the east, see the long prairies. I am home. I am home. Well, I was born and raised and I stayed put.
National Music Center helps musicians at all points in their career, from emerging artists to Hall of Famers. NMC has many development programs to help artists create, record, and develop projects for the world to enjoy. You're going to love this. Here's a look at some of the esteemed alumni.
I called it a temple when I first came here, and it was because it felt like this is a place where musicians go to get enlightened. This is a place where the things that maybe you never thought were possible are possible.
The National Music Center is really unique in what they're able to provide because they have that living archive. You're actually able to sit down and play them. You're able to engage with history here.
C'est une occasion de vraiment voir où je veux aller et qu'est-ce que je veux devenir en tant que musicienne.
I actually shed a tear. I have never heard my own sound tour sound like that. For us to have this support to create Canadian content, it's incredible.
What you guys are offering here is an opportunity to provide quality with the instruments, with the studio, the best I've ever seen.
Hey everyone, I'm Tegan from Tegan and Sara. Thank you so much for tuning in to the National Music Center's Rise Up 2020 annual fundraiser. I've worked and performed in the past at the National Music Center's incredible facility at Studio Bell in Calgary, and it is an amazing facility to celebrate Canada's many national music stories. As a Canadian, I know that we're lucky to have a National Music Center in Calgary for all of Canada's benefit. I encourage you to please show your support of the NMC during this year's annual fundraiser. NMC relies on the support of donors as a nonprofit charitable organization, especially at this time, to be able to continue to provide the services it can locally in Calgary and for Canadians across the country. So please visit studiobell.ca/gala 2020 to donate. Enjoy the show, and thanks again for tuning in. Take care.
Okay, this is a real fanboy moment for me. I love this show, and one day would not only love to visit the set, but maybe write songs or perform or cameo. I mean, I've got the hat to fit in, but for now, this is the next best thing. Ladies and gentlemen, from CBC's Heartland, Amber Marshall and Shaun Johnston.
Well, thanks, Brett, and count this as your formal invitation. We would love to have you out on set one of these days. I think that would be pretty fun for us, too. Now, coming out to Alberta to film Heartland 14 years ago, for me, was a dream come true. And I really felt at home here, and I've since made a home for myself here out on a ranch just outside of Calgary with my many animals, including horses and cows and cats and dogs. But another passion of mine is music. And I was so lucky to be able to, have lots of different bonding sessions, not only with you and I in our own time, but also as Jack and Amy on Heartland. And there's been many occasions where we've been able to sing and play together on the show. And it's so amazing that we have places like the National Music Center to support all of the artists and people like yourself who are very talented, not only playing and singing, but in the writing department too.
I'd like to dedicate this song not only to the National Music Center, but to anybody who wants to write a song and feel like a rock star for 5 minutes. So you ready?
I'm ready.
I got 100 miles of bad road before I get put to the test. I'm number one 'cause it ain't no fun when you come up second best. The days are mean and the morning's nasty. Nighttime's mighty sweet. It's when a cowgirl buys you a double shot and then sweeps you off your feet. You say, hey baby, I'm a rodeo star. You ought to come and see me ride. So when you find out she's way better than you and you wonder where your pride has gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone. I knew it from the start. I'd trade 8 seconds for your heart.
Well, cowgirls take the high road, there isn't any in between. I bet you think all we are is a trophy to be seen. You men are boys, but us girls are women. Let me tell you how it goes.
knows. When you're buying us that double shot, don't you dare look down your nose. You say that you're a rodeo star, boy, you better run and hide. When I show you how it's done, you fool, you're gonna wonder where your pride has gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone. I knew it from the start. Ain't no 8 seconds worth my heart.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone. I knew it from the start. Ain't no 8 seconds worth my heart.
Woo!
The NMC believes that music makes our lives better and that music contributes in a positive way to our health. NMC champions the cause for music and wellness with new exhibitions and programs that explore the connection between music and our well-being.
Music makes a big difference in all of our health and well-being on a day-to-day basis. And from the beginning, from the foundation of the National Music Center, you can feel that as a layer within everything they do.
And Betty, tell me about your family.
My family?
Yeah.
Most recently, though, we've been doing something so exciting together in partnership, and that is providing music therapy services at the Foothills Medical Center and at the South Health Campus. And the timing just couldn't have been more perfect. We started there almost 2 years ago, and none of us knew that we were going to be entering into this time of a pandemic. We had already set up many sessions where we were visiting people in palliative care and end-of-life care. We were going to the neuro rehab units where people had suffered a stroke or an acquired brain injury through a car accident. We have been working in ICU where critical cases, and we're working alongside all of these allied health partners, including physiotherapists and physiatrists and speech and language pathologists. And we've been doing that because of the work that NMC has been doing within the community, and we're so grateful to have this opportunity. Music can help us when we use it with greater intention, how it can help improve our mood and decrease our anxieties, how it can help our motivation, and definitely how it can help our memory.
Please welcome back from the Studio Bell Performance Hall, Jann Lisiecki.
I'm so glad to be here at the National Music Center. It's actually my first time. Though I live in Calgary and grew up here, I never had the chance to visit. So here I am today playing for you virtually in this spectacular space. It's a wonderful feeling to know that in Calgary we as musicians have a place to call home and a place that is a hub for creation for everybody. So I'd like to offer you Schumann's Träumerei. Thank you very much.
Once again, from Studio A, just a few floors above us, here's Jann Arden.
This is called Waiting in Canada. Ross and I wrote this 21 years ago. Every tear you cry, every doubt you have, all of these things will pass away. All of your big mistakes, your little old heart would break. I'm wishing that I could take them back. Write down the things you don't want, burn them in a glass. Write down the things you dream of, make a paper plane that flies to heaven, and buy a ticket for a plane and come and see me, baby, or drive your car all night by just starlight to Canada. That's where I'll be waiting. All of the empty rooms, all of the silent space, every warm embrace is you. Nothing is like it was, there's nobody here but us. I have been filled right up with this. Write down the words of sadness, burn them in a cup. Write down the things you dream of, throw them to the wind that's soaring up to heaven, and buy a ticket for a plane and come and see me, baby, or drive your car all night by just starlight to Canada, or buy a ticket for a plane and come and see me, baby, or drive your car all night by just starlight to Canada. That's where I'll be waiting.
Hello again, bonjour tout le monde. Thank you very much for tuning in to Rise Up, National Music Center's 2020 Annual Fundraising Gala. Merci d'avoir partagé votre temps ce soir pour regarder le Gala Rise Up. We would have preferred that all of you could join us here in the lovely Studio Bell to celebrate our annual fundraising gala, but as you know, that is not possible this year. So I would like to take this opportunity instead to thank each of you for supporting National Music Center, as well as three separate groups. First, our funders, from private philanthropy to community investment to corporate sponsorship and all levels of government. Thank you so much for continuing to support the operations and the programming here at National Music Center. Secondly, I want to thank our amazing staff, both past and present, for your adaptability, your nimbleness, your creativity, in not only building National Music Center, but helping to reimagine its future in a more resilient way. Thirdly, I want to thank our amazing volunteers, from our board of directors to all the volunteers that contribute so much here at NMC every day to breathe so much passion and life into our organization. Thank you. You're all amazing. Lastly, I want to thank each of you for tuning in to watch Rise Up, a celebration of resilience this year in 2020. We really appreciate your donations and your ongoing support. And to make an additional donation if you like, you can go on to studiobell.ca/gala 2020 to contribute to National Music Center. And for that, on behalf of all of us at National Music Center, thank you so much. We appreciate your ongoing support. Until next time, thank you again for tuning in. Merci, au revoir, à la prochaine. Stay safe, and we'll see you again.
Thank you for joining us, and thanks again to Moore Investment Management and EY. We hope tonight music took you away a little and gave you some hope into the new year. We also hope it made you dance, made you smile, and gave you an idea of the important work being done here at Studio Bell, home of the National Music Center. And tonight it gave me a front row seat for someone who means the world to me. Ladies and gentlemen, Brett Kissel.
Thank you, Jackie. What an honor it was to host with you. What an honor it was to be here tonight. If there's ever a song that we thought would be a great end to this show, these lyrics and this melody, it's called Tough Times Don't Last, Tough People Do. I remember being all dressed up underneath that old oak tree, the day we laid my grandpa down. For all my life I'd been his shadow, his little man. I was learning what hurt was all about. That was the first time I ever saw my daddy cry. And he said, son, that's the thing about life. Yeah, the rain's gonna fall on us all. Your heart's gonna break sometimes, but there's no way around it. Life's full of mountains you're gonna have to climb, but there ain't no crime in crying. You just gotta keep on trying. So remember, no matter what you're going through, tough times don't last, tough people do. Baby, it's been all smooth sailing since we fell in love, but lately we've been on a rocky road. But if I know you like I think I do, you ain't giving up, and there ain't no way in this world I'm letting go. Baby, God put us together, and He don't make mistakes. And love is gonna be our shelter from whatever comes our way. Yeah, the rain's gonna fall on us all. Our heart's gonna break sometimes, but there's no way around it. Life's full of mountains we're gonna have to climb, but there ain't no crime in crying, 'cause we just gotta keep on trying. So remember, no matter what we're going through, tough times don't last, tough people do. Yeah, the rain's gonna fall on us all. Our heart's gonna break sometimes, but there's no way around it. Life's full of mountains we're gonna have to climb, but there ain't no crime in crying, 'cause we just gotta keep on trying. So remember, no matter what we're going through, tough times don't last, tough people do. Tough times don't last, tough people do.
people do. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much, and have a great night.